On the seventh day, God rested. It seems impossible to imagine that, after all that has been done, even God himself would need to rest. Not because he was tired, but because even the magnitude of his creation, when realized, would require a pause, a silent contemplation, a moment when even he, the creator of everything, needed to stop and reflect on what he had accomplished. We, when we read about this, cannot understand the weight of these days. How can nothing become everything? How can anyone imagine the immense effort of transforming absolute emptiness into life, form, and harmony? This is not just an act of physical creation. It is a spiritual transformation of the universe itself. Something so grand, so profound, that not even God could help but need a moment of rest before the grandeur of his work.
From absolute silence, the Spirit of God began to move over the waters. But contrary to free and fluid movement, there was something resistant in the darkness that still covered the vastness. The original disorder and darkness seemed to oppose the divine movement, as if fighting to maintain the chaos, to prevent the order that God was beginning to establish. The waters, which had no form yet, were immersed in a deep void, so vast and ancient that it seemed to fight against any attempt at change. The Spirit's agitation was almost imperceptible, as if every movement was resisted by an invisible weight, like an ancient force that wanted to maintain the status quo out of nowhere. There was no sound. There were no words. Just a silent struggle where God's light and order clashed against the darkness that tried not to evolve.
Suddenly, the universe, which had previously been immersed in immense darkness, was touched by the word of God. "Let there be light." But upon hearing this command, the darkness did not disappear immediately. It resisted the touch of the light, as if it wanted to fight to maintain its hold on creation. But then the light began to emerge, soft but powerful. Light, although it was not yet total, seemed to face a silent fight against darkness, a spiritual combat where divine order tried, slowly, to establish itself in the midst of chaos.
And the Creator beheld the light, and he saw that she was good, pure as the first smile, strong as the first hope. So the day ended, and the night was born in silence. The first day had passed, but in the secrets of time, something even greater waited to awaken.